The most famous arts in the world. The fall of the Berlin Wall 1989. Date: November 9, 1989. Location: Berlin, Germany. Post-World War II division. After World War II, Germany was divided into 4 occupation zones controlled by the United States, the Soviet Union, the United Kingdom, and France, Berlin. The capital was also divided into 4 sectors. Despite being located deep within the Soviet zone, Cold War, the division of Berlin became a symbol of the Cold War tensions between the capitalist West and the communist East. Berlin Wall construction on August 13, 1961. East Germany German Democratic Republic, GDR erected the Berlin Wall to prevent East Germans from fleeing to the West. The wall became a powerful symbol of the Iron Curtain separating Western Europe and the Eastern Bloc. Political climate leading to the fall. Gorbachev's reforms. In the 1980s, Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev introduced policies of glasnost, openness, and perestroika restructuring, which led to more liberal policies in Eastern Europe. Dissent and protest throughout the 1980s. Public dissent grew in East Germany and other Eastern Bloc countries. Mass protests in East Germany, particularly the Monday demonstrations in Leipzig, called for political reforms and freedom of movement. Hungary's border opening. In May 1989, Hungary removed its border fence with Austria, allowing East Germans to flee to the west through Hungary, sparking a refugee crisis and increasing pressure on the GDR government. The fall of the wall. Announcement of new travel regulations. On November 9, 1989, GDR official Gunter Schabowski mistakenly announced at a press conference that East Germans could immediately travel to the West. The new regulations were supposed to take effect the next day with proper documentation, but his miscommunication led to a rush to the border crossings. Border crossings overwhelmed. Thousands of East Berliners gathered at the Berlin Wall's checkpoints, demanding passage. The overwhelmed and confused border guards eventually opened the gates, allowing people to cross freely. Celebrations. Berliners from both sides began tearing down the wall, celebrating their newfound freedom. The event was marked by spontaneous and joyous scenes of people chipping away at the wall with hammers and chisels, symbolizing the end of decades of division. Significance and impact. End of division. The fall of the Berlin Wall marked the beginning of the end for the division of Germany and symbolized the collapse of communist regimes in Eastern Europe. Reunification of Germany. Germany was officially reunified on October 3, 1990, less than a year after the wall fell, bringing an end to the post-World War II division. End of the Cold War. The fall of the wall is often seen as a critical event leading to the end of the Cold War. It signaled the decline of Soviet influence in Eastern Europe and the eventual dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991. Symbol of freedom. The Berlin Wall's fall became a powerful symbol of freedom, hope, and the triumph of the human spirit over oppression. It inspired movements for democracy and human rights around the world. Legacy. Memorials and museums. Sections of the Berlin Wall have been preserved as memorials and displayed in museums worldwide to remind future generations of the division and eventual reunification of Germany. Checkpoint Charlie, one of the most famous crossing points between East and West Berlin. Checkpoint Charlie has been preserved as a historical site and museum. Cultural impact. The fall of the Berlin Wall has been depicted in numerous films, books, and artworks, highlighting its significance in modern history. The fall of the Berlin Wall on November 9, 1989, remains a defining moment in history, symbolizing the end of oppressive regimes, the reunification of a divided nation, and the victory of freedom and democracy over division and totalitarianism.